What's up, everybody? I'm going to show you how to install this Milwaukee M18 adapter into a Power Wheels. The kit got off Amazon for like 15 bucks, something like that. It comes with some drywall anchors, oddly enough, and some screws. So first off, what we're going to do is I've already checked this out. So this is the biggest battery I have, which is a 5 amp hour battery. Now stock, these come with a 7 amp hour, 12 volt battery, but we can put this right here, right down in there, and we've got our hot right here. Probably just go ahead, clip this off, put them together. I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. If we can get the wires, we can probably separate that enough to crimp those in. Anyway, you just want to check and see where you need to put this to where your battery will fit. I don't know how much bigger, like if you've got the 8, 10, 12 amp hour batteries, you may have to switch this around. This is where the stock battery sat in this one. So let's wire it first, and then we can worry about where we're gonna mount it and all that stuff. So let's see if we can't stretch this out a little bit. So that way we can get our, we just shove our wires in there. We don't have to use a spade terminal or anything like that. Keep it short and sweet. And then this way, if we ever want to go back to standard Power Wheels, we could. I don't even know if this is Power Wheels brand, but it is kind of nice. This is fused. Dang, that wire's like pretty thick for a little Amazon adapter. You know what I mean? Okay, I think that'll work. We can crimp it. So, let's check our negative side here real quick. Oh yeah, plenty of space. Do the same thing we did on that side though. All we're doing is just kind of, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but we're just taking this end and kind of peeling it up a little bit, create a little extra space. Whoa. Get super fancy with it. Got ourselves some red and some black heat shrink, because why not? Have any thinner heat shrink? Nope. Sure don't. Should be fine right there. Get the old utility knife out. Don't want to go too crazy and scratch my toolbox. That'll work. Put that back in so we got our Napa know-how part number. This makes total sense. We've got smaller heat shrink. Oh, look at that. Look at the old micrometer. Got that just about perfect. So, all right, so put a little heat shrink over our wires. Color coordinated. See, the factory, they just use black. How basic. Connect our power. I want to twist that up a little bit more. See if we can't just give it a little. Baby in there screaming. Her's not happy. She will be once Dad gets this Jeep done. And we'll just go ahead and crimp Crimp that. Do the old tug test. Mint. Heat shrink's not gonna fit around our little thing, so that sucks. That's pretty frustrating. So, man, that sucks. I'm not tearing it all back apart. We will just use good old-fashioned electrical tape. We'll heat shrink all the way up to this edge, and then we'll just wrap it in tape. Not a super huge deal. This little Jeep here is pretty sweet. I'm not super thrilled about that. Let's see if we can't. Yeah. Crimped on there, good and tight now. This little Jeep is remote controlled, so you can plug in a little remote control and drive it around with your kid in it. Or they can drive it, of course. Got a little bit of glue on the back of this right here. Well, you know what? Get out of here, heat shrink. Looks like we got a couple wires out of there, but I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference because we're gonna heat shrink it. They'll be connected. I'll just try to get all this extra off. I would have done it before and after on like how much performance improvement this makes, but the other battery was like old and just shot, so not gonna make much of a difference, or not gonna be as much of a difference, I don't know, like between a brand new battery and doing this deal here, but we'll see. So got all that on there. Let's heat shrink it. Just use the heat gun. We could use a torch, but I don't want to melt anything. She's nice and hot. Good old-fashioned electric tape. That'll probably do. See if we can do it without getting burnt. All this stuff's still probably hot. Probably should have left it on the roll. But this is amateur hour, so who cares, right? So why am I doing this? Well, that's a great question. The battery that was in this sat dead for probably a couple years and was shot. And we can get a new battery for like 20 bucks. But this thing has like the world's slowest charger. So, you drive it for 2 or 3 minutes, which is all this old battery would allow. Drive it for a couple minutes, and then you gotta let it sit and charge for hours and hours. So this will allow us to swap them out. Even though we're using a smaller battery, we're using 5 and 4 amp hour batteries instead of a 7 amp hour that it came with. But the benefit obviously being that we can just pop one battery out, keep rolling, and let the other battery charge. Now, something I thought about doing, if this ever gave any trouble, I thought about doing it beforehand, but honestly forgot. Double-sided tape on the back of this, stick it on there, and then screw it in. So even if if these screws start vibrating and pulling out underneath the weight of these 5 amp and 4 amp hour batteries, it wouldn't be a big deal because the double-sided tape would help hold everything together. We're reading 20 volts on our voltmeter. Now previously, this would only, it was like 14 max, and then as soon as you hit the button, it would die. So, let's see. A couple AAAs. Might need a pick. So, I'll just leave this out for now. We're on speed 3. Let's see. Oh, she ain't playing games. Oh, she's making the sounds. Let's turn on the lights. We got the headlights going. Oh yeah. She must have broke the horn buttons. Huh. Must have voltage off the charts. So this you could just turn the speeds up and down. It's supposed to be, I don't know. It seems like it's just as fast, but that's how you hot rod a Barbie Jeep, guys. Peace.